had my second COVID jab this week, so
Oh, right.
I'm entitled to start traveling again soon.
Oh, nice.
Well,
With your
I can travel
vaccine,
now,
yeah, with your
without the
vaccine
quarantine
passport.
piece.
Yeah,
Yes, we're going to get probably vaccine passports at
passports.
some
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I've
You
already
can
gotten
whip out your
attached.
yellow card from Africa. Yellow fever, polio.
Yeah.
I've got one of those somewhere
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
because I was looking for it. I went to Kenya a few years ago, and they have a prerequisite for entry that you have yellow fever jab, like
Yeah.
some countries. So I had to go and get this done in the UK because the one I had done when I was in SA had expired. I mean, they last like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some of
Expired.
those vaccines only last like 2 years, and you have to have every 2 years.
So
to go.
yeah, you need to like go on hepatitis A, B, and C booster schedule. So it's like every 3 years or something. But like you need to go through like 3 rounds of vaccination to be completely immunized.
Yeah.
Had shots for ages.
Yeah. So like, are the guys already saying that you're gonna get a vaccine passport? Do you get some sort of proof that you were vaccinated?
Yeah, I mean, I have an NHS app on my phone which shows my vaccination record.
Yeah.
And you've actually got I wouldn't say it's the passport, but you can already get like a barcode which can be scanned at border entry, which says who you are, when you were vaccinated, where, which flavor, that kind of stuff.
I saw on the news that Heathrow is like planning to fast track vaccinated people through the airport.
They have to, eh?
Okay.
Because the volume of air traffic has definitely picked up in the last few weeks, to the point where they're starting to process a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget the stats in the quarantine hotels. I think at the end of June there was like 100,000 people in the hotel at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So that just, there's others that are also coming in that don't need the quarantining. There's the volumes are going high. You know how busy Heathrow can be. It's ramping up.
Yeah,
So
Heathrow's huge.
They can't do the social distancing. They can't ensure a whole bunch of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing that's happening is on the 19th of July, which is just around the corner.
Yeah.
Because of the volume of vaccination that's been going on, the UK is scrapping a lot of their lockdown measures. So, I mean, it's quite extensive. I mean, even though we're getting 35,000 new positive cases a day, which is higher than a week ago when we talked about this.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're expecting it to go up to 50 and 100,000 over the next 6 weeks. People aren't dying as much.
Okay.
Right.
So, like, are they just like fast tracking the herd immunity now? They're just like,
yeah,
like everyone just get
We're
it.
going to get sick, but it's not going to kill you. We're not going to overwhelm the healthcare system. So we're just going to go with it. We have to get back to normal.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
So no more restrictions in the pub, no more face masks, no more social distancing.
Wow. And I mean,
It's weird.
So last week when we spoke, the next phase of vaccinations in South Africa was going to be the 50s to 60s, right?
Yeah.
And I was, people were asking me, oh, okay, when are you going to get vaccinated and whatever? I was saying, geez, the rate we're going now,
September.
yeah, if not next year,
Yeah.
because, I mean, they've been vaccinating since when? Since February.
Yeah.
February, March. And so I thought, geez, probably end of the year, if not next year, who knows? And they announced yesterday that this coming week, 35 and above can register to vaccinate. Yeah, so...
Register. How long do you have to wait, though?
No, well, look, in theory, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to register and you're supposed to get an SMS and tell you time and place of where to go. But up until now, what people are doing is that they just get vaccinated. They just get registered, and then they go to their local pharmacy or whatever that's holding vaccines and just say, hey, listen, I've registered, and they give them the vaccine. Because what's happening is in some places, there'll be no one coming. They've got vaccines. No one's coming there, right? People are going to other places and standing in queues and all that kind of stuff. So what's happened is people have just realized that what they can do is register, go to their local pharmacy and show them the proof that they've registered, and they'll vaccinate them. So that's the moment I'm vaccinated, I'm going to try and get it done.
Yeah, you should.
I mean,
you should.
vaccinate. Once I've registered, I'm going to try and vaccinate.
So you
But-
have to go. There's only certain places that you can get the vaccine, right?
Well, so what they've done, I suppose it's like you got the government sort of hosted areas where you can go get vaccinated. I know at one stage they set up something at the Mill Park Hospital.
Yeah, they still have it. going
Yeah,
in the park.
yeah, and then you go in the car park and you stand in the queue and they, vaccinate, ask you all these questions, and there's like a waiting area. You got to like wait half an hour after you've had the vaccine so they can just check you okay, and all that kind of stuff. So I know people that have gone to those, but I know other people that have just gone to Dischem, gone to the Clicks Pharmacy, even Discovery Health Medical Aid. They've got their own vaccination centers. So you register on the government system, and then you register on Discovery, and then you can go to a Discovery location, and they'll give you the vaccine.
Apparently, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty quick.
And
yeah.
is this a free vaccination? Do you have to pay?
No, it's free. Free for everyone.
Okay.
Free for
So I'm
everyone.
looking at the stats. So in South Africa, fully vaccinated is 1.2 million people, which is 2% of the population.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
It's not
And then
even-
at least one dose was about 6.2%, so 3.6 million. So a long way to go. But if I look at the curve of, this really ramped up from about like middle of May. It really ramped up on your side. So
Okay.
it's getting bigger and faster.
It's because they brought private companies on board.
Yeah.
So they allowed Discovery to run their own vaccination centers. They allowed, Discam and Clicks to participate in the rollout of the vaccine. Because, like, if it was up just to the hospitals, it would still be not even close.
So I wonder if other big businesses, other than say like the likes of Discovery, I mean like big companies, I mean, are they going to get involved as well?
Yeah.
Where,
Yeah.
I would think that's because I mean they can, they'll concentrate on their workforce, getting them vaccinated.
I saw on the news that Sibanye Gold is going to try to actually obtain the vaccines and vaccinate the workforce.
That's a
and
good
the
idea.
families.
Yeah, because I mean it makes sense because I mean those are the people that are like the mining companies. They're still operating. The guys are working in close proximity to one another. It's like quite a high risk environment.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
like deep level underground mines.
Yeah.
You want your entire workforce to be vaccinated as quickly as possible.
Okay, so just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't get it, though. You can still get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
probably won't die.
Yeah, well,
So
well,
it's still days off work because people work in close proximity. It is still contagious. You will still
Sure.
sure. Spread it like
sure.
a rash.
Yeah,
So
but I
they-
mean, the
so it's
thing is
still gonna
that you
affect
can
the
still,
workforce.
yeah, but I mean, like instead of, well, put it this way. First of all, you keep the same measures in place: social distancing, sanitizing. Still have the same protocols that you've got now, right? Just that that the guys that are getting sick, they're not like they're not high risk anymore.
Yeah.
So if they're going to be sick, yeah, sure, they'll be off. Because, I mean, think about it at the moment. They still do a screening. Oh, your temperature's high. Okay. Isolation, go for testing. It's still going to happen.
Yeah.
But at least you know that your workforce is protected. And, in the sense that if they do get sick, they're not going to, they're not going to succumb to it. I suppose is the other thing because remember, there's so many implications. Besides the fact there's the implication of the impact on the business of people being constantly, put into isolation, getting sick, and all that kind of stuff. But when you start losing a large portion of your workforce because they don't make it, that's got long-term implications because you're losing these skills. We've had some
Well,
high-profile.
on the upside, unemployment rates go down. Jobs become available. That's harsh to say.
Ooh. Okay. Moving along quite swiftly. Yeah, take the.
So I'm just looking. Okay, so that's all very well for the companies and the country and trying to find a way forward. I just look at all the stats. So the UK, as much as they're coming to an end in 9 days' time, at that point, they're probably only going to have 60% of the population fully vaccinated. At the moment, it's about 51%, 52%, somewhere around there. And the volume of vaccinations is obviously still high. But they feel that's enough. Because that's fully vaccinated. So there's still like 80, 90% of the population is probably going to have their first dose as well. So, you know, the volume, the level of vaccinations is high. So that's the gamble they're taking. But I'm already seeing the side effects of this, right? So we still got 9 days to go before this new stage of our lives. People, you know, we've got track and trace apps on our phones. Everywhere we go, we have to scan in when we go into a place. So if there is an outbreak, they can track and trace everyone who was there and isolate them and contain it, control the spread. People are like, nah. So what's happening is everyone's now deleting those apps, not signing in venues. They don't care. So it's going to be very difficult to track and trace.
Yeah, we've
And
got the same issue here.
If people get sick, they're not going to go and get tested. They're just going to go, yeah, it'll be fine. I've had my vaccinations. I'm not going to self-isolate because it hurts me.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long time before, we see the back of this, even in our normal working days.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying to you last week, is that you've got this vaccination program that's been rolled out quite effectively. But you still got these high number of infections, and as you said, they're still going up. And the question is, how many people that are getting sick are not getting tested and are not part of those stats?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Can I ask a question? Why don't we just like carry on wearing masks?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
a cultural thing, right? People don't trust what they can't see.
No, but like it has like long-term implications beyond COVID, right? So it's like if most of the population wear masks in public, then you basically break the whole flu transmission thing. You break any like viral transmission of viral diseases. It's just a lot healthier for population. And I mean, in the East, it's also got a cultural perspective, like whether I'm sick or not in the public places, even before COVID, people wear masks because they don't want to infect other people, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, why don't we just have respect for other people and just,
wear masks?
Wear
Well,
masks.
I must admit, I mean, and I'm touch wood. I mean, and I know, we in the middle of this whole COVID thing, but I have never been this healthy than during this period, because I haven't got a cold. I haven't had any sort of seasonal flu. I haven't had any stomach bugs or anything like that. I haven't been, the only thing I've suffered with is hay fever. So anything that I've, I haven't been to the doctor. The only time I go to the doctor is to go get a repeat prescription for, chronic medication or something like that. But I haven't been to the doctor for anything else.
Basically before COVID, I used to go to the doctor on average once in 6 months for like flu developing into bronchitis or some sort of other viral thing that you pick up.
To you too.
It's like
I'm
for
glad
the last
I'm nowhere near you guys.
For the last 2 years, like I haven't been to the doctor because I don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. And so I suppose in the way there are positive things that have come out of this. Like you said, there's a case for continuing to wear masks
in public.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean, it's good for everyone. Like you're not basically showing any disrespect to anyone, but like wearing a mask, right? It's more of a respect thing.
Well, I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
I agree with you guys. I can't see it happening.
Yeah,
People
well, this is what I'm saying.
Ridiculing those who wear masks. Yeah, social cultural norms will kick in. This is not Japan, right? This is not the East, where wearing a mask is quite the norm when you are sick. It's accepted.
Yeah.
Whereas everywhere else, nah.